How's it going, everyone? Here we are back again, and this time in a different country. I'm now in Lithuania, in the country's capital, Vilnius. So yeah, I arrived there yesterday, did a bit of a wandering, had a bit of a mooch, and today, well, I wasn't really doing any proper exploring yesterday, but today I shall be doing that. So yeah, I mean, I was thinking about how I'll do this. Do I break everything down to separate videos, or do I just do like one big video of me having to mooch around the city? And I thought, you know what, let's just do that. Like I've done before in my videos in Sofia and Bucharest. So yeah, this is going to be a day or maybe a couple of days worth of exploring the city. So, but yeah, my first impressions, it's alright. I mean, it's small. I mean, I was really surprised how close the airport was to the actual city. I mean, you could actually walk it. So, it's actually a very tiny airport, and no customs, no border control. Literally got off the plane and walked straight out the airport. No one checked my passport or anything. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, some really nice architecture around here as well. So look at this. Not sure what building that is. But yeah, it's very nice. So right, the first place of today is somewhere I really just found about myself. It's similar to that place in Denmark called Christiania. It's basically like a independent republic within a city. So yeah, that really struck my interest. So I'm gonna head there now for a little wander around and see what's what. So yeah, join me, let's go. Right, looks like we're here. Right, let's just cross this road and have a look. Right, this is Užupis. So again, this is an official republic. This part of Vilnius actually has its own president or prime minister, has its own army and navy and everything else. I love these sort of things. So yeah, let's mooch, and first of all let me tell you a bit more.
Užupis is in the old town of Vilnius and roughly translates to beyond the river. With much of the district being destroyed by Soviets, it became one of the city's most neglected areas, full of abandoned and crumbling buildings. In the early 90s, the area slowly started to be inhabited by artistic people squatting in the area, which led to the independent identity of Užupis, separating it from the rest of the city. Užupis was declared an independent republic on the 3rd of April 1997. With that, they now have their own flag, a president, an unofficial currency, and even at one point had an army consisting of just 11 men. Art and general creativity is the main theme of the area, giving this area a somewhat rebellious and anarchist outlook.
This is the Constitution Wall, which is basically like the Bill of Rights of living in Užupis. See, it's all in these different languages, all the way down. There's a few funny ones, which I'll show you. So this is the English one. What is it? One of the most popular ones is dog has the right to be a dog. And others such as everyone has the right to have no rights. Brilliant. Okay, so within Užupis you have what is apparently the oldest, or one of the oldest cemeteries in the city. Bernardine Cemetery, founded in 1810. So yeah, this is old. So let's get one in.
Covering 38,000 square meters and around 14,000 burials, Bernardine Cemetery is one of the oldest, if not the oldest cemetery in Vilnius, being established in 1810. It was heavily neglected after the Second World War and deteriorated greatly, and after being closed throughout the 1970s, not much of the cemetery has changed. Restoration work only started back in 2005.
Yeah, this cemetery is beautiful. You know, all the graves, the tombs are all different shapes and sizes. The crosses are loads of crosses, and so yeah, everywhere you look, it's just like you can say artistic in a way, if that's the right word to use. This is, yeah, it's not like one of those boring cemeteries where all like the headstones are all neatly in a row, all polished. This is like, yeah, it's just like almost like your typical British cemetery. Wow. It's very quiet as well. Yeah, I'm in the capital city and I don't hear much. A tiny bit of road traffic and that's it. Check this out. Really nice statue. And this over here. So I mean, one of the cemeteries where everywhere you look, something catches your eye. Very cool. This cemetery really is brilliant, really beautiful, really peaceful, tranquil. Everything a good cemetery should have. It's been a really, really peaceful stroll walking around this. But anyways, let's continue exploring Užupis before we head back into the main city of Vilnius. You know, I would have thought that walking around here I'll be getting like ghetto vibes, you know, but none of that. It just seems very peaceful. I mean, it's old. You can see there's a lot of rundown buildings and stuff, but yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's not like Christiania in Copenhagen. That did feel like a ghetto. When I went there, I was kind of glad to get out of it. But I mean, saying that, I did read out that they're having like stabbings and drugs going on around here. So, all right, so maybe this is like one of the more rougher parts of Vilnius. But walking down here now, I mean, it's 11:30 on a Sunday, but absolutely fine. It's quite peaceful actually. So yeah, feel very safe. Right, just got my morning coffee. There's a statue of Užupis behind me, and yeah, just leaving Užupis now to head on to the next destination of today. So yeah, Užupis was alright. I mean, like I said, I thought it was going to be like some sort of rough ghetto, but not at all. I mean, I went to the coffee shop just then and the guy was super friendly. Asked me where I'm from, asking a load of questions about where I'm from. Yeah, really pleasant. Spoke perfect English as well. So yeah, go to Užupis if you're in Vilnius. Anyway, off to destination number 2. Just come up to the second place on today's itinerary, Church of St. Anne. So yeah, let's have a look. This is stunning, but it's very quiet, so I'm going to hand you over to voiceover.
This church was built for Anna, the great Duchess of Lithuania, who was the wife of the king Vytautas the Great, who was the last pagan king of Europe. The church was burnt down in 1419 and was reconstructed and consecrated in 1500. This church really does have very beautiful and striking Gothic architecture. So much so that legend has it that Napoleon Bonaparte, who spotted the church during the Franco-Russian War in 1812, fell in love with the cathedral and wished to carry the church home with him to Paris in the palm of his hand.
Okay, that is an incredible building. That is definitely worth seeing if you're in Vilnius. Rich history, beautiful architecture, very peaceful in there as well. Even though a monk walked past me and looked very grumpy. I think it's probably because I was holding a camera. I don't know. But that was excellent. Okay, so let's head on to the next destination. Right, we're just arriving at the church of St. Casimir. Okay, this is a lot bigger than the church of St. Anne, but let's have a look.
The construction of the church began in 1604 and is one of the earliest exemplary Baroque buildings in Vilnius. It was built in memory of the Holy Prince St. Casimir. However, it turned out what I was looking for was not in this church.
Right, what I was actually looking for originally was not in that specific church. It's in a chapel about a 10-minute walk this way apparently, so I'm going to have a quick mooch. What I just saw on where I got the information from, Atlas Obscura, and even Wikipedia and Google, there's a chapel of St. Casimir as opposed to the church. And the chapel is apparently further away, because I even showed her the pictures of what it is I was looking for. She goes, yeah, it's over here. So she said it's a 10-minute walk this way, so let's have a look. I think the lady at the church was saying it's at the cathedral, which is where I'm heading to now. It's in the direction, so it probably is in there, the chapel. So if I find it, I find it. If I don't, I don't. But either way, next on my list was actually the cathedral, so let's head in. Right, this is the cathedral. So yeah, I've been looking forward to this because there's a certain grave I really want to see. And yeah, hope you see if that chapel I've been looking for is there as well. So, right, I don't know if this requires an entry fee or anything like that, but let's just head on in and see what the crack is.
When I walked into the busy cathedral, I quickly found what it was that I was looking for at the Church of St. Casimir. In this chapel, you see a sarcophagus of the saint, and above it, an icon of the saint known as the Three-Handed St. Casimir. I was very relieved to finally find this. It is said that prior to the cathedral being built, originally in around 1251, this was a place used for pagan religious rites, significantly to the Baltic god Perkinus. My main motive to visit the cathedral was to find the grave of Europe's last pagan king, Vytautas, but it seems it was in this crypt, which was sadly closed.
Right, so as you can see, the cathedral was pretty busy, especially with it being a Sunday. But anyway, let me show you this really cool statue that I saw yesterday. Check this out. Yes, here we are. Check this out. Yeah, this is really cool to see, you know, especially myself being pagan. really cool to see. I mean, yes, he converted to Christianity, like everyone else did, but still, he lasted the longest, I guess, as a pagan. So, yeah, that's really cool. Right, I don't know what the deal is for getting up there. I can see people walking along. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find my way up there and check that out. So let's do it. Right, yeah, let's head up these steps to this castle tower. I mean, no doubt there'll be really good views of the city from up here, so I'm actually quite looking forward to it. Let's go. Museum. I got 50% off because it's 6th of July. So I don't really know what I'm getting myself into, or what I might expect, but let's have a look. Yeah, the entry fee is worth it alone just for this view. I mean, I'm not the best in the world of heights, but yeah, this is beautiful. You get a stunning view of the cathedral there. Really cool. This only cost me €4 because it's like I said, it's 6th of July. So yeah, this hasn't disappointed at all. Definitely worth €4 and the walk up here. Yeah, that was really cool. I really enjoyed that. So now the plan is to basically find some refreshments somewhere because I'm absolutely melting here. I really need some refreshments. So find some lunch and we'll continue the mooch. Okay, I feel refreshed after that, and that was good. But pricey. I mean, one thing I will say about Vilnius is that, yeah, you expect it, Eastern Europe, to be cheap, like all the neighbouring countries. No, it's not. I mean, that coffee I bought earlier in Užupis was nearly €4. All that was like 2 pints, homemade lemonade, and a schnitzel dinner came to €33. Yeah, I mean, yesterday I was at a craft beer pub, and the average price for a beer was like €8. I mean, yeah, it's a craft beer pub, so, but still, it's not cheap as you would like it to be. But hey ho, still a cool city. Right, next destination. This might be the last destination of today, but we'll see. But yeah, let's go explore. Okay, so the place I was going to visit next is in fact closed. This is the Holocaust Museum. Yeah, I was interested in just having a look. So, but yeah, never mind. It was saying, yeah, 6th of July it'll be shut, so, and that's today. So, okay, I think what I'll do instead is get some groceries and then walk back to my accommodation, and I'll show you guys where I'm staying. Right, welcome to the accommodation, and yeah, I will be fair, it's quite cosy. There's a bed, but yeah, I mean, when you walk in, there's a door, got a cupboard here, coat hangers. Right, this kitchen area. It doesn't work. Tap's not on. But anyways, pots and pans, cooking stuff there. But yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. Let's just show you all this. So yeah, these walls are very, yeah, I'm walking this far already, my head's hit it. So yeah, I've got to be careful when I get a bit, not bang my head, but yeah, that's the bed. Got a little desk here, what have we got my GoPro battery charger, power bank, headphones, smartwatch, charger. A bag that I bought earlier, got my phone charging, GoPro case. And this is the city tax, because apparently it's a city tax, so it's like €2 a night, so I left that for the guy. Left me some teas, it's my window. Right, now let's have a look at the world's smallest bathroom, check this out. Yeah, it is tight. Now that's a toilet seat and that's a bathtub. I mean, like, you know, it's tight in here. Yeah, very tight in here, but I guess it is what it is. But I mean, no joke, if you were a pretty large person, you're not going to be able to sit down on that. You just wouldn't be able to. So that is what it is. But anyway, about this bathroom, about this lot. Now, the fridge isn't even turned on. It's not working. I've got a couple of stuff there. Yeah, I know it would be like a quarter space in the apartment, but it's not working. And now, the manager, the guy who I was interacting with, turns out to be, well, a bit of a dick. He's terrible at communication. I tried communicating him on the build up to my arrival. No dice. I got like one message from him like half an hour before my check-in, tell me what's going on. If you read the reviews, it's just them telling about, you know, how bad he is at communication, how he's really, you know, rude. I had a little brief interaction with him, and yeah, he didn't seem very happy to see me. Earlier on, when I came back to the accommodation, there was a Polish guy walking out, and he stopped me with a little chat, and he said the same thing. He can't communicate with him. He's just ignoring his messages. Now, on top of that, yeah, so the fridge ain't working, the tap's not working, the kitchen's not working. I came over here just to see this fuse box, right? I noticed this fuse was off. So I flicked it up, and yeah, the fridge started to work. So I thought, oh, that's weird. Did someone do that by accident or something? And then I looked on the reviews again, and someone was saying that apparently you needed to pay more to use the fridge and the kitchen section. So I thought, that's stupid. So I turned it off again because I didn't want to get any trouble. I didn't want to, like, him screaming at me, coming up screaming at me saying, yeah, you can't do that, blah blah blah. So yeah, that's that. So that is what it is, but I mean, it's cozy enough, I guess. So I think it was like €132 I paid for this for 3 nights, which is not bad. It's like walking distance to the centre, and it's clean, it's modern. It is what it is, so does the job. So just be warned if you do stay here. If you do stay here, like, just be warned about what I've just told you. Right. Anyway, let's go out and well, what time is it now? It's like 4:45 in the evening on a Sunday, but we'll go out one more time and see what we can see. Right, so here in the old town, this is the Gates of Dawn, which is one of the 10 defensive gates to Vilnius, and this is the only one that remains, and it's now been like converted into a little chapel. So yeah, that's a very old part of the city. So yeah, this is the main part of the old town now. You can hear, look. So there is actually a service going on there right now. Cool. Right, now I just said this is one of 10 defensive gates, but the info plaque said 5. So the one I read on the website said 10, that's a 5. So whichever one it is, but yeah, either way, it's like the only remaining defensive gate in Vilnius. So yeah, let's like I said, let's have a little stroll through the old town. And yeah, it's 5:30 now. So yeah, and it is Sunday, so there's not much left to really be doing now. Other than maybe find a pub and reflect on the day. But let's keep strolling. Yeah, so this is a really cool find. Charge you €1 for photos, but yeah, this is really cool. I guess I'd had €2 coins, so they have €2. But yeah, beautiful wooden sculptures here. There's me. Yeah. Wow. Pretty sure this must be, I mean, the workshop's in there, so this must have all been done in here. Got instruments, candle holders, and this sort of thing. Yeah, what a lovely little find. Yeah, lots of Christian icons as well. I mean, look at this. How cool is that? Yeah, this is awesome. Okay, just found this Orthodox church. I love Orthodox churches, so yeah, I'll go for a quick mooch. Okay, yeah, there was a service going on, so I didn't want to interrupt. Like I said, Orthodox churches are amazing. Big one as well. But cool. Let's keep soldiering on. Okay guys, we'll probably wrap this vlog up here. Got myself a nice IPA. This is apparently a local one. So yeah, cool. Just wanted to try some local booze. So yeah, I mean, Vilnius is a good place. Yeah, the architecture is nice. Lots of historical places to go to. I mean, I haven't been bored all day. Just expect things. Like I said, not as cheap as you might like. This alone was €5. So they're very heavy on the Christian stuff. This is, you know, especially how this was the last standing pagan country in Europe. I would have expected a few more pagan-y things to be around, but no, not really. So yeah, churches is everywhere. Christian iconography everywhere. So if you're coming here expecting a little pagan stuff, prepare to be disappointed. So, but otherwise, no, I've enjoyed it. It's definitely a capital city, worth visiting. So if you're ever in the Balkans, certainly check out Vilnius. So yeah, that's that, and I hope you are all enjoying these foreign vlogs. And tomorrow I will be in Canave, but well, I will be filming that, but not for YouTube. That will be for Half Eye Radio. So I will be heading up north though in a couple of days to northern Lithuania, to a town where I will be vlogging for YouTube. So the Lithuania vlogs haven't stopped yet. So and then after that I'll be heading to another country. So yeah, cool guys. See you at the next one.